Hello, Army of Light, Earth Division. The boots on the ground. It's Shawna L. Francis. Today is December 26th, 2023. Yeah, I'm a little stuffy and foggy headed. I do have COVID. So bear with me, guys, as I try to make it through this video. I've already tried once. About 5 minutes in, I had a massive coughing spell. So I started over. Oh my goodness. Thanks everybody for being here. And if you celebrated Christmas, I hope that it was a beautiful day for you. Yeah, I was home alone for Christmas with COVID and Christmas Eve. So tested positive on Friday. So had to basically quarantine at home, which was fine, really, really fine. I was a little wigged out about it, but there's plenty to do here. And of course, we're never alone with these guides that are with us always. So lots of time in meditation. I will say, I've also had it's been a rough week, energetically speaking. A lot of, yeah, besides being sick, just feeling very low vibration. I'm feeling very, very far away from unicorns and rainbows this week. So I want to talk about that. But Melchizedek came through today with the message for all of you about where we're at today. Just a nice kind of affirming type message. So I'm going to start with that. We also had somebody write in with a question about these negative reptilian contracts with the elite and famous. The question was somebody with who's being selfish or who is a narcissist, have they gone into contract? So we're going to talk about that. I channeled an answer from Melchizedek a few days ago. And then I'll probably talk a little bit more about kind of some of my processes this week and some of the other things that have been on my mind, really as we kind of find ourselves moving into the new year. So I'm going to be a little bit quick with this because I'm really afraid I'm going to have a coughing spell. Thanks everybody for being here. I'm so, so thankful for all of you. We are rocking this thing. You guys are rock stars. We've got this, right? Okay, so I'm going to read this note from Melchizedek. It's not very long. Dear constituents, the Army of Light, Earth Division, the boots on the ground. This is Melchizedek, and we offer you today, in this moment, our unconditional love, our undying support for you as a singularity, working together toward unity consciousness on a mass scale. This is an extremely valiant effort, dear ones. We want you all to know that your work, your focus, your dedication is recognized. It is seen and it is felt. Please, dear ones, we ask that you continue to walk this path with your heads held high, your spine straight, and with a lightness in your step. This transformation is underway. Nothing will stop it now. There may be moments when you are feeling unsure, times when the world feels so dense that it would crush you under its weight. Excuse me, guys. We're here for you all, dear ones, each and every one of you, as you traverse this journey. You are never alone. It is Melchizedek who watches over you, who guides your path, who loves you unconditionally, and wants nothing less for you, less than to see you all succeed. So first, we'd like to say thank you, team. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your fearlessness. Thank you for saying yes to a path that you've never seen before. You are the way showers, and it's a valiant mission. Today, we'd also like to speak to you about discernment, your ability to use all of your gifts, all of your senses, to utilize a level of awareness that is just beginning to blossom within your species. Excuse me. Notice the subtle shifts in your energetic field when you come across information that feels off. Begin to trust more fully your ability to feel the truth of something beyond what your mind, the ego, and the intellect may intuit. The long-standing facade is crumbling, and this breaking down is a result of heightened levels of consciousness, higher levels of vibration that are now present as part of the ascension process. Where do you stand in this moment? What have you aligned to or not aligned to? How are your belief systems changing? How are your thoughts evolving? Excuse me. These frequencies impact all facets of your experience here. We ask that you allow the transformative properties of this field to help you evolve, to help you grow, and to help you leave behind ways of thinking, believing, and behaving as it pertains to the older, denser energies. Allow this transformation to come into your world, dear ones. Allow yourself to be lifted. Allow yourself to question old paradigms, old beliefs. Be bold, be brave as you walk this new path with the heart and love as your compass. And be still, our friends. Be still in the face of chaos, in the face of uncertainty, in the face of suffering. Be still and know that soon this world will be free from this tyranny, free from these chains, free from the subjugation, the manipulation, and the dark programs that have run their course. And they wrap it up here. We are most honored to be working at this level with all of you. We see you, dear ones. We know you. We walk beside you. We flank you on all sides. You are never alone. Together we are so powerful. Allow this togetherness to lift you when this path seems heavy or dark. Allow our love to reach deep into your hearts where it stays anchored and infinite. That's it. Thanks, guys. This is a little bit rough with the throat. I may have to cut this off even shorter than I was thinking. I thought about doing this tomorrow, but I have so much to catch up on tomorrow, and I'm probably not going to feel much better. So I'm just like just going to go for it here. All right, I want to get to this question. Selfish people, narcissistic people, when we judge somebody and we label that, or they have self-labeled themselves, are they in contract with reptilians? So I posed this question to Melchizedek a couple of days ago. And I had said, I imagine Melchizedek that not necessarily. My understanding, team, with this kind of contract that we talked about last week, this is for the uppermost echelon of famous people on the planet, the most powerful, the richest people on the planet, the most famous. So it's a very small percentage of people that say yes to that type of contract, which is different from what Queen Elizabeth is doing, what Jeffrey Epstein's doing, some of these folks who are coming forward, what I'm doing, they're different programs. Same regime, same objectives, different tactics being used. This elite and famous contract is one tactic, okay? And not everybody is a part of that. Not everybody is a part of that contract. It's different, okay? All right, so I said I imagine that there's a lot of fear with somebody that's being a narcissist or being selfish. I said I imagine that the negative reptilians have definitely helped foster this, fear in general on this planet, and our feelings of insecurity, not feeling connected to source, definitely not feeling in unity, feeling very separate. I think the negative reptilians have had a huge hand in creating this kind of environment for us. But are they under contract? Probably not. Probably not. So here's what Melchizedek had to say. Shawna, yes, we agree with your assertions. Relatively few people have said yes to this kind of contract that we talked about with you previously. That kind of agreement is reserved for a specific type of audience. In terms of the day-to-day struggles and fears that may or may not manifest themselves in somebody's personal life as selfishness and narcissism, you are correct, Shawna, in that the negative reptilian influence here has had a huge hand in creating an environment whereby coping mechanisms such as these are prevalent. They said here, the psyche may perceive this experience as chaotic and uncontrollable, for example, so the ego may create programs for the self that allow for more control, predictability, and safety. What you'd label as narcissism is an outpicturing of these programs created by the ego. All right, and I asked them to talk a little bit more about this idea that people are selfish or narcissistic. And there's, these are really, the narcissism is being played out big time here on the planet right now. We've become really aware of narcissism, and there seems to be some similarities, right, with this regime. But here's what Melchizedek had to say about somebody who's doing that. For someone who would choose to act selfishly or be narcissistic, there may be plenty of exceptional reasons why this person would behave in the way that they are. Many parts of their lives, their history, their thoughts, their beliefs, their previous patterns of relating to this experience may inform those choices. For the person who would be observing another making those choices, unconditional love and non-judgment are critical. When you truly see another person for who and what they are in truth, when you are able to regard another with the eyes of Christ consciousness, everything in the field shifts, including your perception of them, their perception of you, your perception of yourself, and their perception of themselves. There is a lifting that happens through resonance. This is truly the beauty of the place you find yourselves in today, friends. It's an unprecedented opportunity to release all fears, all judgments, all assumptions about yourselves and about others. Conscious awareness of this helps propel this field forward on the ascension trajectory. Excuse me. Even if one might encounter another who has said yes to a contract or is more deeply entrenched into the negative reptilian influence, these principles still apply. All right, guys, I'm going to keep going here. So that's basically what they had to say about that. And hopefully that all makes sense to everybody. Unconditional love is really it's everything, guys. It's absolutely everything. Non-judgment, compassion. It's not feeling sorry for people. It's not wanting them to change. There's a level of universal acceptance here and this unconditional love. And I am really trying to live this. And it's not easy. I talked to you last week about this roller coaster idea, and I've been on this roller coaster again this week. I'm trying to consciously get off the roller coaster and get on this gentle slope, this upward slope toward this great central sun idea that came up last week. So little panic attacks this week. I don't know why that's really happening. I think it's hormonal. I think it's this cold. I think it's the holidays. I'm missing my dad. The stuff with the contracts, with the people that we love in Hollywood, or our musician friends, all these folks, I'm having a hard time dealing with some of this stuff. And I'm laying in bed just like having a bit of a panic attack. I've never ever had a panic attack in my life, but kind of feeling this uncontrollable, like, oh my God, excuse me, and reaching out to the halls of a Menti guide, reaching out to Melchizedek. They're here in my field and they're on it. Like, I feel it coming on. I ask for help. And then within, I'd say 10 seconds, I start feeling better. And they told me really to start slowing things down when I find myself kind of getting worked up, to be really just consciously breathing slowly, slowing everything down, taking a moment, asking for help, connecting with, that part of me who is in its authentic truth and is not in fear and is experiencing love. So I'm working on this. Melchizedek, what they've said here is that we have had such a melding of consciousness that I'm starting to really lose my connection or increase my connection across the veil, and it's kind of taking away from my connection to this 3D existence, and I'm freaking out about it on some level. And for those of you who have been following me for a long time, you know that I kind of reach a new level and I freak out, and then that gets fine, and then I'm on to the next level, and then I freak out again. So I guess I'm at a freak out point again this week, just kind of losing, like I'm laying there in bed just going, I don't even know it's real. Like I can't understand this. Like, please help me. Who am I? What am I doing here? Not that I'm questioning the mission. I'm questioning my grip on kind of what's real, what's not. Kind of losing this what it is I'm losing control. I'm kind of feeling like I've been consciously trying to step out of having any real control over my world and allow myself to go with the flow and be guided so I can do this mission. But also just this consciousness melding with Melchizedek. It's just, and the veil thinning so much. It's like I'm acclimating. It's hard. And, losing control kind of here on this side of the veil. So I'm in one of these states this week. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to end it here. Short and sweet. Last week was just marathon long, wasn't it? So heavy, this heavy, heavy stuff. But like you guys, I'm excited for 2024. Bring on the disclosure. We are ready for this. Bring it on. This is a time for celebration to know that all this horrifying stuff is going to come out through evidence, through media, through more channeling, through our knowing. There is going to be all kinds of disclosure happening in 2024, really seeing this darkness for what it is. And as horrifying as this stuff is, we are ready to receive it. We are ready to transmute this darkness and get to this next level so we can get on with this ascension. All right, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I love you all so much. I thank you so much for being here, for all your beautiful comments and your emails, your love and support. You guys are the best. All right, team, I will see you next Tuesday. Happy New Year. I believe that's going to be happening this weekend. Yeah, I'll see you in 2024, guys. Mwah.